Hello and welcome back to another cherry recap. Still with the cardboard table. I have the dishwasher going on there, so I don't know if you can hear it. But yeah, finally I was back Friday, last Friday. Unfortunately, I missed that trade. That was a very good one because I had problems with the internet. I think I managed to resolve it today. So I think that now we are gonna be fine. So just go on today. Today, Monday, no news. You can see in the schedule here. Monday and Tuesday, no news. Then we have PPI and core CPI, which is very important. Also, unemployment claims. So it's a very important week for news. Also to see what the Fed is gonna base itself for maybe the highly anticipated rate cut in September the 17th. If someone that's watching the video wants a bit to know more about the macroeconomic situation, I am interested in that. I also invest the money I make with trading with other stuff and try to be, of course, responsible with it. Till now it's going fine, so let's hope it goes well still. So today, as we always do, we always watch Asia and London. So after you do regular trading hours, you see the gap. We gap up a bit. Going to the session, we were really bullish for the structure. Okay, on the higher time frame, we're really bullish. We have all of these highs here. You can see it even better on the hourly. We have usually it's called low resistance liquidity. So like highs stacked like this, they don't take each other, but they're just there waiting to be taken after, and the same goes for lows. So we still have that, and then we do this inversion of this big gap. Okay, so we're kind of bullish. If we do inverse this, we got it. Also on the 4 hour, I think we almost got it. Yeah, in the 4 hour you can see it a little bit less because I think here there is a wick. No, there is a gap here, so we inverse this. So now we're still in a bullish trend, and I was targeting, if you go on scale on the lower time frame, I was targeting this highs here. So 902.50 here was my target. So New York session of Friday, I think. Yes, it was the daily high, 4 hour high, everything, and there was also this high in between, so almost equal highs. And so Asia, London, you kind of want to see what happens. So we take Asia high with London, then we also take London high during New York, and we're not showing any weaknesses. Okay, ES was very barcodes. You can see this is a price action to avoid. You have to kind of recognize. So till ES was in this just a range, and he was a little bit stronger. So you kind of want to get out of the range. We had this good push. We created the first presented, okay, here. And then we took some highs. We went to this all the first presented of Friday. And then here we're kind of chopping around, okay. My target was still here, but there was nothing to inverse, nothing much. So we kind of want it, as here you can see I use my Fibonacci tool. So it was about almost 10. Okay, so I took my Fibonacci tool from here to here, so of the New York session. I was like, okay, we have also a 5 in this case. There are kids screaming. I think it's a 15, not a 5. Yeah, 15-minute gap, okay, here, so the first candle. So I'm like, okay, if we want to retrace to OTE, which is 0.62, okay, so OTE level you can change on Fibonacci. I have it in gold. You can put it. So if we retrace here and then we inverse something around here, we can target this highs. That's what basically happened. Okay, so it was very nice. So we retrace, we go back into the first presented, and we also tap almost midpoint of this 15-minute bullish gap, and then we immediately reverse this first 1 minute here. You could have entered on here at 27, The only thing is to wait for the inversion of the highest fair value gap of the retracement. So the highest fair value gap, this was the 5 minute, was very small. It was this gap here, okay? So this small red gap was the inversion, the 5 minute bearish, and this was the 3 minute. So I was like, okay, I'm more interested in this 3 minute gap, and I'm like, as soon as maybe this inverse, I can enter. Again, my stupid ass, so you can see here this 3 minute gap. Again, my stupid ass, when we were pushing higher close to inversing this with like this candle here, I think. I was downstairs because for the wife and everything, and I was like, let me go upstairs and see if it works. I couldn't just wait 1 minute and took in the trade. So while I went up, this trade happened while I was in the elevator. So that's of course my mistake. I have to stay there because I didn't think we could inverse it this easily. But that was a nice reaction, and you could have taken the trade absolutely on the small retracement. I actually put it the limit order, also Tiger put it 49. We didn't get it by 0.25, which was quite heartbreaking. But yeah, the trade ended up playing really well. You could have targeted this highs, and then you could have targeted up here, okay? But then what happens after? We go up, we take the highs, we react from this all the first presented of Friday, which is very, very important. All first presented last for a week, okay? So you kind of want to keep them for a week, okay? So we touch it, the bodies, the wicks, okay? Respect the gap, okay? They go up, and then we have a strong displacing candle here that inverses this 1 minute, okay? So let me delete this. So we have this 1 minute gap here, and we inverse this quite easily, okay? And we have momentum, we have conditional, we don't have condition, but like we're having a nice run, okay, here. And maybe this was just a little retracement to then go up again. I wanted maybe to retap the 3 minute here and then inverse that, but it was that strong that we didn't even tap the 0.5, okay? And of this move here, okay? And so I was like, okay, that's nice. So you enter on the reaches of this. So entry was, I think, mine was like 67.5, and you can target this highs and this high. So the final TP would have been 901. You always put 1 point below just to be sure, and then you put your stop right around here, which is 2R, which is nice. And yeah, let it play. Again, price was moving up. I was like, okay, this is super good, fine. And then it starts kind of going sideways. Also, yes, was a bit lacking behind. So price was not having the right volume. If we want to get to a daily or a 4-hourly, very important draw, we're gonna have to move there and go fast. It's still a Monday, no news. You have to think about it. So volume and price action maybe wants to leave and create other equal highs on a days like this to get it when we have news candles, and that's what we did. Again, I think right around this candle here, 10:46, they knocked on my door. They were asking me things. So I was like, okay, I just close it. I don't like it anyway. Still up. I know it's not the best thing to do because my conviction was good and everything, but like I'm not liking this. It shouldn't be like this, especially on Monday no news. So I closed it, and eventually it was the right decision. B would have been tapped, and also stop loss if I kept my stop. So it's just sometimes good to put B, especially when you take this high here, okay? As soon as you take this high, you put your stop B, okay? So that's also very good to protect yourself. I know that some people use Apex, I also do. I'm trying to get out of it. I have some more accounts that I will try with the CPI candle, but after those, hope not to blow them. But when I will finish, I hope not in a long time, I will move on onto Alpha and Tradify and also My Funny Future, even though I don't have good experiences with them. They don't have a trading drawdown, because if you go up and then it goes to B, with those firms nothing happens. But on Apex you have trading drawdown, which follows you, and so you kind of had a loss, which is not ideal. We don't want that. So yeah, that's it. I think we will come back to take those highs in the next days. And yeah, that's it. I think there was a good explanation. This was also good lows to take. Okay, that's what I put it here, to also target the midpoint of the new day opening up. But I mean, price does whatever he wants, doesn't care about us. And yeah, that's it. I hope this trade recap, even though it was a bit long, was a lot of sauce. So I hope you would like that, and I'll see you in the next one.